Welcome back. For more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. Log on to channelstv.com to watch us on your mobile device or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows devices from their respective stores. And you know that the Channels TV and Channels 24 apps will give you access to news and updates. You'll also have access to the Eyewitness feature, with which you can share those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the menu and follow the instructions. Residents of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital, are appealing to the government and Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company to solve the metering gap and epileptic power supply in the state. As part of efforts to improve on the power supply in the state, the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company has begun the enumeration of all assets and customers within its domain.
This is a label community in Oluyole local government area of Oyo State. It's one of the areas where the Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company is starting its planned enumeration of all assets and customers within its distribution chain. As the exercise begins, it's not just the enumeration of customers. Asset repairs are run as well as installation of equipment. For the power company, it's important to have the data of its customers to improve on service delivery.
Enumeration is not going to solve the problem of power supply completely, but it's a step, it's a positive step towards making sure that whatever little that least we have, we can channel it judiciously to our various customers. Also to improve the quality of our service. If we have disruptions, we'll be able to get to know quickly and address it effectively.
For residents in this area, this exercise should not be done in futility.
It's really not affecting our business. It's really affecting. As you can see, right now I'm on a gen to do my work right now because it has been a lot of things and it's cost a lot. You know, we take out of our pockets to buy petrol and other things.
We are 5 here, and it's just one we have. So they said maybe they have to bring some to join with the other one they have.
Sometimes they bring it like 3 to 4 hours before then we take it. Within a period of 1 hour, 30 minutes, and we bring it back again.
For others, they hope that issues of meter distribution, estimated billings and epileptic power supply will be a thing of the past when this audit is finally over.
The Katsina State government is to engage the Federal Ministry of Power, Works and Housing and other independent power generating companies in the state's power projects. Governor Gov Masari is concerned about the challenges facing the state's power sector and Nigeria as a whole.
We have challenges in the power sector, not only as a state, but as a nation. We have so many pending projects. Some are at various stages of progress. So there is a lot of contact to be made with the Ministry of Power and also the companies that have indicated interest with regards to provision of power, especially here in Katsina State. And we requested for an audience with the Director of World Bank because we understand the World Bank people are coming to Nigeria to discuss with the federal government and also with the companies that are especially in solar projects in Nigeria.
Governor of Katsina State, Gov Masari. Now, pension is a stated allowance or amount of money paid regularly on a monthly basis to a person on his retirement from service. Pensioners across Nigeria have been faced with financial challenges due to the delay and non-payment of their allowances by the government. This has put retirees across the country in a very insecure position where they sometimes regret serving their fatherland. They are abandoned to wallow in penury, sickness, hopelessness, and regret upon retirement. For this reason, the federal government in August 2013 established the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate to solve all pension issues in the country. There's a need for the government to pay more attention to the welfare of the retired citizens with a view to making life bearable for them. Joining us to discuss this further is Mr. William Dogo, who is the National Coordinator of the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate. A warm welcome to you to News Across Nigeria.
Thank you very much.
So after dedicating many years of their lives in service, why is it difficult to access their pensions?
Well, you are aware that from a few years ago, there have been problems of delay or non-payment of pension entitlements. And this has been largely because of mismanagement of funds. As a result, so many were left unpaid. And that is why government established Pension Transitional Arrangement Directory through the Pension Reform Act of 2004, which is now 2014, to cater for the defined benefit scheme, that is PTAT. And PTAT, when it came on board, has done her best to see that alleviate the pensioners' problems by paying these pensions. And that is why we need to have a credible database. And apart from that, having a credible database, we'll be able to compute their entitlement and pay them as when due. This is why we need to go into verification. And that was why PTAT embarked on verification since 2014.
Now, talking more about the verification exercise now, of course, you've mentioned some benefits, but what we've seen instances where this exercise has been done more than once.
Well, as I said, before it was done more than once. But right now, PTAT has started this verification, and this will involve the biometric capture of all the pensioners. It will also involve digitization of their employment records. It will involve authentication to let it know the genuine pensioners, so that when we create a credible database, then we know that we have cleaned up the system. And with that, we will now be able to do the computation for the entitlement. Right now, as I speak, we have done 4 zones across the country. And we may invite you to know that about 18,000 of them who were not on payroll for several years have been put on payroll, and all their pension arrears paid. Right now, we are in Lagos doing the verification to cover about 21,000 pensioners. And if you go to our center, you see that the verification is seamless. The process is so good. Pensioners are taken, they are well seated, they are taken care of, they are being fed food, they are supplied with food. And we are assuring you within the next 3 to 4 months, those who are not on payroll will bring hope to them by putting them back on the payroll, and also their arrears being paid.
Thank you very much for your time, Mr. William Dogo, who is the National Coordinator of the Pension Transitional Arrangement Directorate.
Thank you.
Still to come on News Across Nigeria, the United Nations Development Programme calls for urgent food and shelter for 1.9 million people in the northeastern region. Please stay with us.